Hi dear my dear students, this is Dr. Kenil Kumar Reddy. We are continuing the motion plane. Before going to that, a small request. If already you subscribe this channel, please like and share to your friends circle. And if you are not still subscribed, please subscribe this channel. And today we are going to discuss about the path of projectile is parabola. It's a very important. It's very important for IPE Intermediate Public Examinations. Short answer question, and it is short answer question, of course. Let us consider here is the x axis as well as y axis coordinate system. Let us consider a body is projected with the initial velocity u. Let us consider a body is projected with initial velocity u. Then that will be moving due to the acceleration due to gravity. That will moving like this. Say a project with other than 90 degree angle, so that it will be moves in parabolic path. Of course, moves in parabolic path like this. Okay. Now let us consider here is the, or else of course like this we have to do. No. Let us consider here is the coordinate p x comma y that which indicates point A. Let us consider this is point A. Point A is covers at certain distance say x up to here, that is y. Okay. Now at each and every point, if we resolve the two components, horizontal component as well as vertical component of velocity, see here at this point horizontal component ux will be acting like this, vertical component uy will be acting like this, while a particle is moving to the maximum height. At maximum height it has only horizontal component. At maximum height it has only horizontal component. Vertical component becomes zero. Vertical component becomes zero due to acceleration due to gravity. As the body is projected into the air means, as it is going upwards, reaches the maximum height means final velocity becomes zero. Final velocity becomes zero, but horizontal component of velocity will be still acting, so that body continues its parabolic path. So while that is the body moving downward direction, say along the path, parabolic path, so vertical component will be acting downward direction. Vertical component will be acting downward direction. And now see here horizontal component ux is equal to u cos theta. Vertical component uy is equal to u sin theta. Horizontal component ux is equal to u cos theta. Vertical component uy is equal to u sin theta. So what about the distance covered at a time interval of t? Let us consider to reach the point P or A, of course. To reach the point P or A, time taken is say t. So in the time interval t, horizontal distance covered. We have to find horizontal distance covered, that is x we have to find. Of course, what is the velocity here we have? What is the velocity? Ux is acting along horizontal direction, so that we have to take ux is equal to horizontal distance covered x, time interval say t. That implies distance covered x is equal to ux into t. That implies x is equal to u cos theta into t. X is equal to u cos theta into t. That is expression number one. So along horizontal distance covered, of course. Now what about the vertical distance covered? Y equal to vertical distance covered in time t. In time t is say y. We have to find y. Of course, with respect to vertical, that means vertical we have to consider means we have to take equation of motion, that is s is equal to uy into t plus half into ay into t square. Velocity along y axis, acceleration along y axis. Okay, now we know uy S is equal to y, and uy is equal to u sin theta, uy is equal to u sin theta, ay is equal to minus g. Why? Because of as the body is moving upward direction opposite to the gravitational force of attraction, so acceleration due to gravity will be taken as a negative, that is minus g. And of course here we have to write that is a t is equal to, from equation 1, that is t is equal to x by u cos theta. Write this one as equation 1. Okay. Now y is equal to u sin theta into t plus half into minus g into t square. Now y is equal to u sin theta into, instead of t we have to write x by u cos theta minus half into g into x by u cos theta whole square. So that y is equal to sin theta by cos theta. U gets cancelled, of course. U gets cancelled. Then sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta. Sin theta by cos theta into x minus half into g into x square by u square cos square theta. So that y is equal to tan theta into x minus half into g by u square cos square theta into x square, cos square theta into x square. Let us consider tan theta is as a, and g by 2u square cos square theta is as b. Then y can be written as y is equal to now y is equal to ax minus bx square, where a is equal to tan theta, b is equal to g by 2u square cos square theta. So here we have y is equal to ax minus bx square. According to mathematics, it represents equation of parabola, so that it indicates path of projectile is parabola. Where what is a projectile? Of course, so projectile is nothing but, what is projectile? Projectile is nothing but a body that which is projected with other than 90 degree angle. Body projected into air other than 90 degree angle. So theta is not equal to 90 degree, of course. Theta is 90 degree. So that is called projectile. So path of projectile is parabola. So here we have first expression, ux is equal to x by t, distance by time. Speed is equal to, velocity is equal to, or else velocity is equal to distance by time. So now distance is equal to velocity time, but we have required time is equal to x by u cos theta. We have. So that value is presented here. Okay, substituted here. So finally expression will be y equal to ax minus bx square. That is path of projectile is parabola. Okay, now expression for maximum height, one of the parameters of projectile, that is h max. We have to find what is in h max. That is vertical distance traveled by the body before vertical component of velocity becomes 0. Vertical distance traveled by the body before vertical velocity becomes 0, then that is the height reached by the body said to be h max. So when a body is projected with other than 90 degree angle, so let us consider this is x axis, this is y axis. With respect to the y axis, initial velocity uy is equal to u sin theta, vy is equal to 0. As the body is moving up, of course, as the body is moving up, acceleration due to gravity will be taken as negative. So that ay is equal to minus g. ay is equal to minus g, and displacement s is equal to sy, of course, vertical distance, that is say h max. Using these parameters, see, equation of motion can be written as say v square minus u square is equal to 2as vy square uy square ay sy. No, vy square minus uy square is equal to 2 into ay into sy. So what is vy? Maximum height is nothing but vertical distance traveled by the body before the final velocity becomes 0. So final velocity is 0 minus u sine theta whole square, that is equal to 2 into minus g. What about sy? Distance h max, that is h max. So minus u square sine square theta is equal to minus 2g h max. We have to find h max. So that, and here negative sign gets cancelled. H max is equal to u square sine square theta by 2g. U square sine square theta by 2g is the expression for maximum height when a body is projected with other than 90-degree angle. So we have to write the description, that is nothing but simple description. Let us consider a body of mass m is projected with its initial velocity u other than 90 degree, then initial velocity of a vertically projected body, projected body is nothing but u sin theta, that is given here, uy is equal to u sin theta, and final velocity becomes vy, as it is the body reaches the maximum height, final velocity becomes 0, and acceleration, as the body is moving up opposite to the gravitational force of attraction, so acceleration due to gravity will be taken as say negative, and distance covered, vertical distance is covered with nothing but h max. Okay, so vy square is equal to minus 2y square. So I think so there is no doubt at all. Okay, it's very simple and easy, very important. Time of ascent Ta. Now another parameter of projectile, that is time of ascent Ta. That is nothing but the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height. Time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height is nothing but say Ta. If it continues, that will be considered as a Td, that is time of descent, of course. So that as it reaches the maximum height h max within the time interval say Ta. Let us consider vertically projected body. As it is vertically projected body, initial velocity uy is equal to u sin theta. As it reaches the maximum height, vy is equal to 0 and ay is equal to minus g, and the time taken t is equal to Ta. Now equation of motion. We know the equation of motion. See, v is equal to u plus at, as it looks like, v equal to u plus at. Now v equal to u plus at, vy, uy, ay along y axis. So vy, final velocity 0, and uy, u sin theta plus minus g into time of ascent Ta. That implies minus u sin theta is equal to minus g into Ta. Negative sign gets cancelled. Ta is equal to u sin theta by g. Ta is equal to u sin theta by g. Similarly, time of descent is equal to u sin theta by g only. So then, what about the time of flight? The time taken by the body to stay in air. The time taken by the body to stay in air, or the complete time taken to travel from origin to range, complete range, distance traveled by the range, of course. So time of flight is equal to time of ascent plus time of descent. Capital T is equal to time of flight is equal to u sin theta by g. U sin theta by g plus u sin theta by g. Tf is equal to 2u sin theta by g. Tf is equal to 2u sin theta by g. So this is the expression for time of flight. Time of flight. Next, horizontal range. Next, horizontal range. That is nothing but maximum distance, maximum horizontal distance covered by the body. That is nothing but say range. Let us consider a body projected with initial velocity u that reaches, of course, with the maximum height. At everywhere we can find say ux as well as uy. Ux horizontal component, uy vertical component. Here only you have ux only. So here ux, as it is going up, uy. This is y axis, this is x axis. Okay, now while moving the body horizontal direction, that is only due to horizontal component of velocity, you know. So that ux velocity, ux is equal to horizontal velocity ux is equal to horizontal velocity ux is equal to distance traveled, say r by time taken, total time taken by the body from here to here. So that is nothing but the time of flight only, na? Time taken is say time of flight. That is time of flight. Displacement by time. Okay. Now range r is equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. Horizontal velocity into time of flight. So now horizontal velocity is equal to ux into time of flight. Ux, u cos theta, horizontal component u cos theta into Tf, 2u sin theta by g. 2u sin theta by g. See here, u square into 2 sin theta into cos theta by g. So range r is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. R equal to u square sin 2 theta by g is the expression for range. Next question. Show that maximum height is equal to quarter of the range. H max is equal to r by 4 when angle of projection theta is equal to 45 degree. Angle of projection theta is equal to 45 degree. So what about H max? H max is equal to, what is the expression for that? U square sin square theta by 2g. H max is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. That equal to u square into sin square 45 by 2g. Now that is the expression can be written as say u square into 1 by root 2 whole square by 2g, that is equal to u square into 1 by 2e by 2g. So after simplification we can get h max is equal to u square by 4g, that is equal to 1 by 4 into u square by g. Say expression number 1. H max is equal to u square by 4g into 1 by 4. Now what about range? Range is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. U square sin 2 theta by g. If theta is equal to 45, u square sin 2 into 45 by g. That is equal to u square sin 90. U square sin 90 by g. So range r is equal to u square by g. Range r is equal to u square by g. See here, this is expression number 2. Here we have u square by g. Here we have u square by g is equal to r. Keep the equation 2 in equation 1 in place. Now by substituting equation 1, by substituting equation 2 in equation 1 in place, equation 2 in equation 1 in place, h max is equal to 1 by 4 into u square by g is nothing but r. So final expression will be h max is equal to r by 4. H max is equal to r by 4 is the maximum height value. Okay. So my dear students, please subscribe my channel. Hence I will come to you with more important videos. Of course, now some of my students have board exams. That's why I am giving the board exams questions, as well as I am continuing objective also, both for NEET as well as JEE mains. Okay. Thank you. Please subscribe and like and share to your friend circle. Thank you very much.